All right, here's the 454 that had the hydraulic flat tappet cam failure. So the part one video, I put the crank in, showed you that there was a piece of this rear main seal right here that chipped off and wound up laying on the rear main journal, which is why the crank didn't spin. So I took all that apart, I found that, fixed that, crank is fine, thrust is set, that's fine. I got the 7 pistons in. Now I'm going to put the last one in. I took all the rings off, I cleaned all the ring lands, pistons are fine, new bearings. This is, I don't know what, number, doesn't matter really, number 6. Put a little oil in the hole. Oil up the rings. I don't know if this is on the video or not, if you can see it. This bearing has, where am I? A chamfer on this side and nothing on that side. So the chamfer side winds up going on the outside of the crankshaft. The flat part without the chamfer goes against the other connecting rod. A little oil in there. So that one's in. I like to put a little oil underneath this bearing thing before I pound it the rest of the way through. Can never have too much oil here. The bearing tang, which is that little guy there. This side doesn't have one. This will be on this side facing upward, so that's where you put this one. They match together. The rods are numbered on the same side. I also put oil on the bolt. And there's the journal hole, crank journal. I usually put some in there. A few squirts inside the hole. Like I said, as much oil as you put on here, the better. You can use assembly lube if you want to. Everybody has their way. Do you ever drop one of these rod nuts inside the motor? Oh yes, I have. So take your time. Usually have a speed wrench for this, but this is pretty much the same thing. This little curved ratchet. You don't want to tighten one side all the way. You want to go in stages. A couple of turns on each one. This is the last piston for this engine. Like I said before, you know, it needed to be done, you know, last week. But I have a day job. So it's the best I could do. One of those click torque wrenches. I got it set to 45. I always check the one next to it too. So now I know all 8 are good to go. Since these are used, well, it ran didn't run a lot, but I will wipe the tops of these pistons. I'll get more of this carbon. And float block is done.